them, and those of you wanna go do study, we have x squared plus what?
On 562 number 2, right?
Yeah, example 2.
It's t squared.
Yeah, it's always x. It's x intercept. We don't know which one.
Minus 16,
And now 6x equal.
247.
You said 247? It doesn't matter. They all the same. Right? These are the easy one when a is 1. Right? So this telling you need to set your equation this way. A squared plus bx is equal to c. When using completely a squared, that's how you have to set it up. If it doesn't set up that way, it's equal to 0, you have to move c on the other side, right? It's telling you exactly what to do. In this case, they already moved c for you on the other side. In other words, it was negative 247 here. They already added 247 for you on that side. Make sense? Now, the second step telling you, you have to take your b term, divide by 2, then you square it and you add it to each side. And that's what we are going to do. In this case, what is your b term? And I'm going to have 6. I'm going to divide by 2. Then I must square. Whatever I do on one side, I must do it on the other side. I'm going to make it very simple. And the game is on. You see that? Then you will have x squared plus what? 6x plus something squared. What that something is? What that something is? 6 over 2 is what? 3. And that's what you will have squared, right? Then it's 3 squared. Now, there go what I want you to do. Right? Keep this as a reference because you're going to use it again. If it's negative, that's what you use. If it's positive, that's what you use. It's going to help you to write it as a square binomial later, right? And we will end up with x squared plus what? 6x plus 9. And that's what you have here. 247 plus 9. This you will have to simplify that. Sometimes it's going to be a fraction. If it's a fraction, you simplify it too. In this case, those are the easy terms, right? Sooner or later, it's going to get more complicated. Now we simplify this term. What is 247 plus 9? Then you will have 256. Here, this is a perfect square trinomial. It's something times itself, right? So you're going to rewrite it, and you raise it to the second power. So to find that thing, it's always your variable. What is your variable? What variable are we using? X. And remember, we keep that as our reference. It's always that number that's going to come here, which is what? 3 squared. If it was negative, then we put a negative 3. You always bring it with its sign, right? Then the next step is actually to take square root of each side. Not square it, but you take the square root of it. You'll have to take the square root of each side. Then this is going to come down as is, as x plus 3. Be careful, since it's something squared, you are expecting to get 2 answers. Then you have to bring plus or minus. This is a perfect square, and you take the square root of 256. Either you know it or use a calculator. What is the square root of 256? There we go. Nobody knows. It's what? 16. It's a perfect square. Your next step, you need to solve for x. You want to find x. How will you find x by itself? Minus 3 on each side. And that will be what you end up with. You'll have x equal negative 3 plus or minus. I need to get 2 answers out of that. The first answer is x1 is negative 3 plus 16 is equal to something. The second answer will be what?
3,
negative 3 minus 16, that would be your other answer. What is negative 3 plus 16? This one will be 13, 0. It's on the x-axis. Why always 0 when you find the x intercept, right?
When it intercepts with the line, there's no, the y value.
It's on the x-axis, y automatically 0. And the other one will be negative 19 comma 0. That's completing the square method. That's what you will do. Those are the simple ones. And you're done if you follow those steps. Those are guidelines. Correct.